Hey guys, I hope you've had a smashing Monday. I've had a really good day myself and I'm going to end it with a Marvellous Monday Mini Build. I'm going to be building Unikitty's Cloud Car today. Seems like the Monday build's become a bit of an event here in Studsburg. All the SigFigs have turned out to watch the build this week. So I'm going to be building right here next to the new GJB Mini logo there because my wife has had to take my table I usually use. So we've got Brick Bakery at the front there. We've got JC eating some popcorn. We've got Dr. McBrick ready to clean up the mess I'm about to make. Kaz is there with her camera. That's Kaz from Blockhead UK. I will introduce her properly in my next city update. I just wanted to include her here because I thought she'd enjoy it. We've got Benny there eating his hot dog. We've got GJBricks here. We've got Robin Hull over here on a rather funky looking scooter. We've also got a guy here in case things go really, really wrong. And we've got Classic Train Conductor Man and Spider Girl just in case things go really wrong. So I'm going to put the camera back up here and open this little set. Now I will confess one thing straight off. I actually have built this set before because my kids loved it so much they actually got one each. And this is my one to use in Studsburg because they love their little plane so much. Now Unikitty is one of those things that I think divides a lot of people in the LEGO community. Some people hate it, some people like it. Personally, I actually really enjoyed the cartoon. If you haven't seen the cartoon, watch it and then tell me I'm nutter. But I really enjoyed it. My kids love it. We had a really good time watching it together. And I think some of the sets are really actually quite inventive. Now, I also think some of them are really rubbish. This one is really good. This comes in the really good one. We've also got the, I've forgotten his name, the car one that goes with it though, the other one, Unikitty's friend. So anyway, I'm going to crack this open and show you what's in here. I do recommend the cartoon though. It's not the same as Unikitty in LEGO Movie. It's slightly different, but it is very good, I promise. So one thing I do like with this set, let's put the box behind the SigFigs so they can watch. I do love all those beautiful bright colours that you get in this set. That blue is awesome and that's used quite a lot. These pinks are great. We've got a load more nice bright yellows and things there. And then we've got another chunk of good colours. So yeah, it's a good selection and just a nice small manual. You actually get quite a lot in this set. Now I won't lie, some of the little side builds in it are a bit but they're all fun. This little cloud thing's actually quite interesting. This little water feature here is actually quite cute. The cat thing's odd, but the main cloud car is good. Trust me on this one. So let's open these bags. And like I said, I'm doing it here. This is the new boarded area of the cargo depot, and again I will be telling you more about that and building this out a bit more before the update I'm planning to do this weekend. So you've got a little sneak peek of what's coming up. You can also see a bit more of the residential areas built out behind me too now. So I have been busy, which is why I didn't do an update this week, because I was actually busy building, which is a good thing. So let's get straight into this. Now obviously, I'm sure most people know that Unikitty came from the movie originally, and it was spun off. I think it's Nickelodeon who does the TV cartoon. Now obviously the usual problem of the manual wants to go everywhere except where I want it to go. Thoroughly entertaining, absolutely crazy but I enjoyed it. Now I get some interesting printed figures in this one. I have no idea how much use these are to people, but this shows you some of the randomness that's in this one. Is my camera going to focus for me? Maybe not. I don't know what it's doing at the moment actually. I don't want manual focus. There we go. Auto focus please. There we go. Got it. Yeah, so random face prints. Kind of like them. I think they're a lot of fun. This set doesn't take a huge amount of time to build. And as I said, I got this. This was like I think a $20 set when it came out. This one, I got it on clearance at Kmart for all of $7. which I think is a very good price for the amount of parts you get in this set. So I would recommend keeping an eye out for it. If you can find it on the shelf still, it will almost definitely be on clearance because it seems to be coming to an end. You can still get it on the LEGO site, but all the retailers seem to want it off their shelves. So I've even seen a lot of it on clearance at Big W here in Australia, although the roller coaster one that comes with it isn't on clearance, although that seems to be the set that no one wants. So there's the random cat. Let's see if it'll focus for me. Here's our random cat. There he is. Little fella. He lives in a box. Quite literally lives in a box. You also get some cookies. Robin, I know you're big on biscuits. If you're watching this, Robin Hull, his little minifigure, likes a nice cup of tea and biscuits, and he's happy, which is why he's in my city with biscuits. Excuse me. Let's build him. Let's put him over here so he's out of the way. You can still see him. Now let's put together literally the simplest build in this, a box with a triangle in it, and that's what the cat lives in. Bless him. That's his house. Oh. So I have to find a home for him somewhere in Studsburg. Could well be living near Unikitty in the in her little house in the city. It's building Unikitty herself next. Now I got the Emmett and Lucy's dream house recently and built that set, and one of the biggest criticisms that most people had of that set was the fact that the way the neck connected to the head was via a single stud. Now I want to point this out, in the Unikitty range they actually used that piece. I hope you can see that. Let's see, are you going to focus for me? They actually used that piece. Is it going to focus? Come on, you can do it. There it is. Yeah. They used that piece, which is a lot more solid. So I don't know why they didn't use that in Emmett and Lucy's house. If you get that set, I highly recommend upgrading it to that piece because it is a lot better. Also, it helps that you have this piece, which is an inverted flat with a hole in it. That also makes it a lot more solid. So what I will probably do is swap that Unikitty over for this piece. Now again, here's one of those funky printed pieces. You can barely see it, so I'm going to put it on here and you'll see what I mean. Now first of all, let's put the unicorn horn on. Now do that. Let's do, oh, dropped it. There we go. Now if I do that, you'll see what I mean about the printing on this. You get some really good sets, and this is why the Unikitty minifigures were actually really good, because they were all very well printed. There we go. So you see this, like the eyebrows across the top, the face. It's all very well done, and that's what I mean about the neck piece. It's like solid. It doesn't come apart. Like it's quite rigid, which was a problem with the Unikitty that's in the house. It just falls off. It's crazy. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, let's put Unikitty there. Move on. Next up, we've got the zany robot. I'm going to blitz through this one because it's a bit strange. But it's kind of fun. I can understand why the kids like it. It all fits with the zaniness of the Unikitty. The Unikitty world. Like I said, if you haven't seen the cartoon and you want to watch something a bit different, I recommend it. Just give it a try. Have it on in the background. You might like it. I did. We've actually watched the entire first season. I don't think there'll be a second season, but from what I can tell, it's not been one of LEGO's best sellers, unfortunately. I imagine the the Unikitty, what's it called, Ultra Kitty in the movie's been a bit more popular. So that's a pretty awesome set. I was watching Jeremy Herbert's review of that one today, and I thought it was rather good set. I have to say, it looked a lot better than I expected when it was built. I don't know why, I just wasn't expecting it to be that good, but it actually is rather good, and I'll be intrigued to see how it looks combined with the car. I think GJBricks has done it. Maybe I'll go and have a look at his one. But yeah, pretty cool. I do like the car as well. I think the car's awesome with the movie. The price isn't awesome, but the way it looks is awesome. So again, that'll be one to pick up in the house. There we go, robot. See why I didn't really spend a lot of time showing you that one being built. It's pretty average. It's kind of a random robot thing. Yeah, we'll keep it in the city somewhere, I'm sure, or at least use the parts because it's got some good parts. Next up, I think, is the little pool thing. Now again, I'll build this. It's actually quite charming, and this will definitely go into the residential area somewhere. Possibly next to one of the houses. That's what I'm thinking. Be a nice water feature to have next to a house. And again, you'll see that as soon as it's built, because it actually does work quite well. Just a very simple build. My girls loved it. They thought it was great. So yeah, you've met Joss. She loves that kind of thing. So I'm not sure about the upside down apple that comes with it, but where's the gone? There it is, crystals. So yeah, again, really simple. Lots of good pieces in this. I recommend it for the pieces. Let's see if my camera's going to focus for me. Come on. There you go. Autofocus has been a bit too clever. There we go. That's what we want. Can you see this? A good selection of pieces. As I said, it's worth picking up just for the pieces of crystal. So that'll be a nice little water feature next to one of my houses. What else do we have? Oh, I actually got that slightly wrong. I should have had that underneath it. Sorry. Oopsie. Now comes the good bit that you've all been waiting for, the plane. Now, actually, like, look at how many parts I've got left here. There's a good, all of those parts make this plane, so you can get an idea of how involved the actual construction of this is. It's a solid little thing. I know this because both of the ones my kids have got smashed on the floor the other day, and I was surprised how few bits I actually had to pick up. And anyone who's got little kids knows how hard they can crash things. Never ever ceases to amaze me. And anybody who's a parent out there who's watching this can probably relate to that. It never ceases to amaze you how much damage your kids can do when they drop things. Okay. So there's the front of the plane. You see how it's quite well layered up there. Let's see, you're gonna focus. It's been very clever, the autofocus on my camera today. It's focusing on everything except what I want it to focus on. Now, the light's a little bit bright for those colours, but that's actually white and blue layered up there. So, sorry about my thumb on the camera. But yeah, I like the way sort of all the curves build up into this nice shape, and they use it a few times around the whole thing. Especially the wings as well are done that way, so it's layered up pink and purple. Around the back they do a different type of a curve. It's all rather cool. And then they use one of these pieces, this Technic piece here, to actually that's what secures Unikitty in there. So that goes there, and then she sits quite neatly in there. It's actually very doing Joss's upside down test. It's important. I've got to remember to do that in all of my reviews. I did laugh when she did that. It was so funny. And the fact that it was an important part of every test. Oh, Joss, I love you. Brighten my day every day. Okay, so moving on to the wings now. So if you don't know what I mean, I'll put a link in the corner for you now. She was showing off a couple of her mocks, and one of the big things for her was you can hold it upside down and nothing falls off. It was just so funny and so random and so unexpected. So there you go, there's a wing. And hopefully that actually, yeah, that comes out really well on the camera. You can see that one. Actually, it built up. I like that. Lots of good colours there. Now we've got to do that again. So put that there, put that there, put that there, put that there. I think someone was asking, who was I was watching a stream the other day, and someone was asking about a having another one that was one bigger, so you could actually do like 3 layers of curves. I'm not against that. I really like how these look. That would be awesome. There we go. Wings! Next up, carrying on the wings, get a bit of an attachment here, so you can see lots of curves on this. So many curves. It's almost worth buying this just for curved pieces, because there's so many in it for its size. Okay, it's coming together quickly now. As you can see, got the wings on there. We've got the bit of the triangle pieces back here now, getting good shape on it. Quite clever how they do the rear sort of jet engine attachments using these lollipop pieces here, which are then very securely attached underneath using again some nice layering just to get it all nice and sturdy. And again, look, more curves, putting more curves on there. More. Just need curves. Give me more curves. And then that goes on there. That goes on there. And then look at that. Lots of curves. So many curves. I'll show you a close-up of it in a second. Now you do get some shooters on the back. I'm not a big fan of shooters on Lego. I don't know. I don't know why. Just not a fan. I don't feel like Lego needs to be able to shoot things. But then I'm old school. Which I got called an old fuddy-duddy today because I commented. Someone was moaning that they bought a really complicated Technic set and it didn't have any bag numbers. And I said, me and about 20 other people all chipped in and said, well, in the old days, never used to have any bags with numbers. You just had to figure it out. Got a lot of enjoyment out of those Lego sets back in the day. Now, he said, "Oh, I bet you still like using your Nokia phone." Like, really? That was funny. It's funny the things people moan about. I mean, if he's really worried about efficiency, go and buy it pre-built from someone. That's what I say. And there we have it. That is Unikitty's Cloud Car. As I said, it's a nice, fun little build. I really recommend it. I think it's a really fun little plane. It's a lot of fun for any city, for any kids. Like, what's the age group on this one? 5 to 12. That's about my age range. But honestly, if you find it on clearance, I recommend it. It's a great set, good for parts, looks great. I think it's a lot of fun personally. I like Unikitty, as I said, I recommend it, but I think that was a really good set. So I hope you really enjoyed building that with me today and me waffling for, oh, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, sorry. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe. I do post regularly, including my new Monday ramble. I mean, mini Monday Marvellous Build. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and comment down below if you enjoyed this. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you in my next video.